I know you want to yell at her and ask her why she behaves like that. I know you're feeling lost and frustrated because she never texts you first and yet will respond when you do. And you have every right to feel that way, to be honest. You have every right to wonder whether it's just a game or this person is probably just uninterested in stringing you along. I mean, does she like you or is she just trying to be polite? Now, if you have a lot of these questions on your mind, in today's video, I'm happy to share 12 reasons why she never texts you first and yet responds whenever you text. Keep watching. Welcome back. My name is Jessica. I'm a broadcaster who lives in Accra, Ghana, and of course, a proud African YouTuber. Thank you very much for coming to my channel. Now, if this is the first time you're watching my channel, you are most welcome. We're a big family here. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you like this video, and of course, turn on all notifications so you get a notification every single time I post. Plus, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up as it helps with the algorithm. All right, so now that we're here, we'll jump right in. 12 reasons why she never is the one to text first and yet responds whenever you text. Here we go. Number 1, you like her, but so do other guys. All right, so she has a lot of attention coming in from so many men. And so sometimes it's really hard for her to keep track and catch up with everybody. And indeed, she has many unread messages on her phone simply because she can't seem to keep up with all the attention she constantly gets from guys. Number 2, so she's not quite sure how she feels about you. And the truth is you haven't really won her heart just yet. And so texting you is an extra effort that she may not want to put in at all, or might feel lazy to do. If you find yourself in such a situation, make sure you quickly try to define what it is that both of you have so you can always be on the same page. Number 3. Now, don't forget that she may have a really terrible past with relationships with guys. And so she's sort of taking her time to just, mull over how she's feeling and whether these feelings are real this time and will result in something that will benefit her. Number 3. Maybe she just doesn't like to text, but she likes you. There are people like that. I am the other way around, though. I prefer text messages as opposed to phone calls. And sometimes the people in my life don't get that, but once you understand how I work and why I tend to, gravitate more towards text messages as opposed to phone calls, our relationship can be a little more smoother. Now, typically my day is really, really busy. I feel like phone calls give me the sense of urgency, like I absolutely must talk now. Whereas if I receive a WhatsApp message or an iMessage, whatever you guys use, I could actually take my time and get back to it when I'm ready to respond. And for me, it's as basic as that. So perhaps she doesn't like SMSs and she'd rather prefer a phone call. Or maybe you should ask her, what would you rather prefer? How would you like me to reach out to you? And that will solve half of your problems. Number 4. Maybe she has other priorities going on with her at the time. Now, not every woman likes to share what she may be going through at any point in time. It could do with her job, her family, her friends, etc. And so, she may be going through quite a bit. And other things may be taking her attention, may need her urgent attention, and texting you at the moment may not be number 1 on her list. And you must understand that if you're going to have her attention perhaps in the future. So don't be too quick to judge her. She simply has other priorities going for her that are taking her attention at the moment. Number 5, she may be too busy to think of texting you first. Now, I don't know the kind of woman that's in your life, but I think you need to really pay attention to her schedules. Now, if she's someone who is really busy, a go-getter, is constantly occupied about, work and her life and trying to catch up with deadlines, she may not always have the time to send you a quick message. And it doesn't mean necessarily that she doesn't care. It could mean that, she just needs to get stuff out of the way so she can finally and eventually have time for you. And they're genuine people like that. However, at this point, take note that you may have to really be able to discern to find out what it actually is. Is it a matter of her just being really busy, say with work, or maybe she has a death in the family and they're making funeral arrangements, or, it could be anything. Just try to ascertain whether her busyness is genuine so that you don't waste time with her if, for instance, you find out that she's just stringing you along and is really uninterested in any kind of relationship with you. She plays inaccessible. Now, there are some women who do that. They do not want to be too accessible to the men in their lives because it makes them feel cheap. It's like whenever you say jump, she says how high and when do you want me back? I mean, a lot of women just do not want to be at your every beck and call. And so they deliberately make themselves inaccessible. And so, in some weird way, you probably end up craving their presence, their attention, and their time. And so figure out the kind of woman that you're actually with to see if, she's one of those people who are just playing inaccessible or there's something else taking her time. Number 7, she doesn't text you first because she knows that you will. So if from the beginning of your friendship and or relationship, you've always been the one to text, then naturally she's falling into this cycle where she expects you to text first. And she knows that if she doesn't, you definitely will, and she will hear from you. What I would recommend is don't text her for a period and see if she texts you back. If she texts you back, she may be interested in continuing the relationship or friendship. And if she doesn't, then my guy, that is a clear indication right there, and maybe an opportunity for you to actually move on and onto someone else who may be genuinely interested. Number 8, she may be afraid to commit. Yeah, there are some women like that, believe it or not. Not every woman is needy, looking for a man, wants a relationship. There are some women out there who just couldn't care less. And yet again, there's also a whole category of women who are just afraid to commit because of what they've been through in the past. They've had some really nasty experiences with the opposite sex, and it's just like alarm bells going off whenever someone draws closer to her or tries to get her attention or her love. Number 9, another reason may be she may not actually be good at texting because her writing or her English sucks, right? She may not be good at writing English. And so she wouldn't want you to, she wouldn't want to make mistakes when she sends you a text message. And so she would rather just sort of wait it out and see if you would, ask her how she's doing. And if you do, she's probably answering with simple responses that are safe, and she wouldn't have to sort of expose herself. With such a woman, when you see her in person, she's really talkative, she's really engaging, but however, she seems really distant via text. That could be a hidden reason why. Number 10, maybe she just wants to play casual. And playing casual is slightly different from being inaccessible. Because when you're inaccessible, you're just inaccessible. You do not want this person to have access to you as and when they want. Whereas playing it casual is more, I don't want anything more than what currently is. And so I will just continue to respond to you, to be polite. But if I don't hear from you again, I really could not care less. I mean, if you figure out that this is the kind of category your woman falls in, or your friend or someone you really like falls in, then you may not want to continue this relationship at all because it'll turn out to be a waste of your time. You're looking to make her your girlfriend and inadvertently perhaps your wife in the future, and she just wants to keep it casual because she's really not that into you. It's not that deep. When you find that out, walk away. Number 11, she may not like you. You're waiting for me to say something else? Hey, she may not like you. Last but not least, she may be introverted. Introverted people find it really difficult to open up to others, right? So that might be a good reason why. So at this point, my microphone goes off and I do not notice, and this is me just rambling on without sound. Anyway, because I'm editing this video a couple of days later after shooting it, I'm going to have to just wing the final point. I was talking about introversion being one of the reasons why a woman may never text you. Introverted people would rather stick to themselves, just mind their own business, and they're happy with their own company. So I guess it doesn't naturally come to them to be the one to reach out first. Hey, they're having too much fun with themselves. Now, if you find out that your partner has this innate personality, you might want to win them over by letting them know that they can trust you, and then they'll begin to open up and give you the kind of love and attention that you need in return. I guess at this point, I was telling you about how I was grateful for watching the video. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get notified every single time I post. And also, don't forget to like the video as it helps with the algorithm. My name is Jessica. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.